and welcome to Buena Vista, episode 219. My name is Ben, and I am here at the Australian Institute for Advanced Podcasting. With me here is the director of pointless podcasts from media companies who believe they should have a podcast, because that's what media companies do, but don't actually have any ideas for a good podcast. It's Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, what's happening? Really looking for some significant cut-through on the latest episode where we're going to talk about engagement.
Yep.
We're going to be doing engagement with demos. Engagement with demos.
Is that the name of the podcast?
No, it's a topic for an episode. I reckon we can string it out to 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Then there's all the ads in between for other media companies, and then that's probably an episode. That's quality stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
great.
great.
And it needs to exist. It needs to exist.
It needs to exist because you have to put out podcasts. Because if you're a big media company, you got to have one of those. And it doesn't really matter if you don't have anyone that works there that would be good at doing it, or if you have any good ideas.
Yep.
You just put it out until people, no one would notice if you stop. So you can probably put out like 12 or 13, then just sort of call it a day.
Yeah, then you just kind of taper off,
Yeah. It's best for everyone involved. Also with me is the director of the kind of political podcast where every episode they somehow end up talking about Julia Gillard's misogyny speech. It's Theo. Hey, Theo.
How you doing? I'm good. I'm thinking we could do a deep dive this episode. We can really get into the issues, the happenings, the zeitgeist, political.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Okay.
Are you ready for a completely toothless take on the situation that we got going on? In
Yeah.
I'm hearing
politics.
reports that Pauline Hanson got silenced, and she's a woman. So
she is a woman, and that's really a defeat for women, I'd say.
So
in
you
the political
can't.
battleground.
It'd be impossible to take a side on this because you don't want to be misogynist, but you don't want to be racist. So I think the easy way is to play a clip of her talking and then just say, "Ooh, that was spicy."
Yeah. She's got some controversial opinions. And
Spicy
either way,
opinions, yeah.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah. By
Imagine getting
BuzzFeed.
paid a wage for a podcast.
That'd be crazy. And maybe I guess we'll be able to shed some light on this, but I've not introduced him yet, so he can't talk. I want to know
Certainly not
if our dear friends Tom and Demi on BigSoftTitty.png get paid money for being on Sans Pants Radio. I would love to know if there's a wage involved in that. I'd be deeply curious. Good on them, though.
Let's
for getting
hassle them about it at some
that
point.
bag, if they have. Last but not least, from the independent Australian comedy podcasters who started with a very clear premise but have slowly given up and just changed the premise to reading any text on the internet they find that's funny. It's radio broadcaster, television host, podcaster, and Hum's boyfriend, Michael Hing.
Hello, Podcast Institute. It's thrilling to be here. I can give you all the goss on Tom and Demi's finances if you'd like.
Please, yeah. What's the go there? Because it seems like they are almost stifling being in that environment, actively talking shit about all of the ad reads they have to do. Well, not ad reads. Sorry, just
they
leaving
also
space for
did
ads.
not just ad reads but also roles. And when they first started, when they first got on that sweet gravy train of podcast money, they were rolling out ads for ASIO. Do you remember this? I don't know if people remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Australian spy agency were trying to recruit people through the podcast of Tom David Walker and Demi Lardner, who are both nominally comedians.
That's certainly true.
Certainly
They
not
would
suitable
describe
for any
themselves.
kind of active duty, inactive duty, reserve duty. Completely unqualified, I think. They found the perfect job for them.
Just an ad that says, "You can help us stop people like these."
Keep an eye on exactly these types of personalities. Isolated, feeding into each other's insane beliefs.
Yeah, no, so they did that for a while, and I, as a friend of theirs, brought up not just that... it's an interesting moral quandary there, because you are taking the money of an organisation that is presumably, at best morally questionable. There's some murky territory that the spy agencies have to engage with. But at the same time, if you disagree with what they're doing and you're taking their money, you're actively like that's money they aren't spending on like drone strikes or whatever.
Yeah, you're bringing them down from the inside.
So it's always morally right to be on the payroll of fascists, is what you're saying.
Well, this is the. I mean, I honestly don't know how to. I mean, I'm too stupid to work out what the smart thing to, what the right thing to do there is.
I mean, they're getting money from podcasting, which is, if you can make that work, you've done pretty all right.
I thought you were going to say
it's already immoral.
Yeah, they're getting money from podcasting, which is morally bankrupt.
I like that they have, in a time when making money from comedy has been made impossible because of the novel coronavirus, they have just pivoted to pure insanity.
Here we go.
It's great. Tom drives a truck full time on the internet, and between that and podcasting, they can pay the rent. Amazing. Well done to them. Very happy for them both.
I think I watched like 10 minutes of a demi stream, and I lost all of my peripheral vision. Kind of sort of completely disoriented, just wandering through my house, saying Demi to myself over and over again.
What, the recording she has of her saying Demi.
Demi.
Yeah.
It's a horrible little mutated blob of herself kind of splotches across the screen.
Yeah, two truly disgusting individuals who I love very, very much. Awful people. Horrible criminals.
She premiered a new bit on the one that I was watching. It was Mr. Bane.
Is that what it sounds like? Is it a combination
just her
of...
doing Mr. Bean bits in the Bane voice?
Can't argue with that.
No. I mean, I don't know what your argument would be.
$400,000 a year.
What's your argument?
No.
Don't.
Please stop. Please stop.
Hing, we've brought you on here, because we're
put me on the grill?
We're
Are you here to
generous.
interrogate my political beliefs on this hard-hitting political podcast that I'm
that's
sure
right.
hasn't changed in the past 400 episodes or whatever?
Well, no, what I heard from the last episode of BigSoftDude.png is that you are their most right-wing listener, so I'm ready to hear.
Yeah, that's right. I outflanked Tom Walker on the right, despite the fact that he went to Shore, a very fancy, probably the fanciest private school in Sydney. But,
I assume you're competing with him from the basis of having gone to another fancy Sydney private school.
Yes, well, the school I went to is actually so fancy that if you utter its name, agents from the school will come and murder you. So
yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry, not when one does, when you specifically, scummers when you do it.
They come up to Queensland and just murk you for having dared even speak it aloud.
No, look, obviously things are taken out of context on the internet. I'm not their most right-wing listener. Well, actually,
who is?
Maybe I could be their most right-wing listener because everyone who listens to their show would be like the most left-leaning, people. And personally, I will say I believe in currency. So I guess that makes me a fascist in some people's books.
Yeah, that probably puts you the furthest.
I think it's a very pro anarchy kind of mindset that they're putting out over there.
Yeah, it might not be explicitly political, but they're definitely endorsing anarcho-communism through their crazy antics.
Yes, I agree.
So we didn't bring you on here to interrogate you about your politics. What we have done, because we're very generous, is that we're helping you to promote your new televisual program. Now, I note that despite the fact how you complained about how many podcast appearances you were contractually obliged to do to promote this TV show, you did not approach us.
Well, because honestly, I thought this was still a political podcast. I genuinely did, and I was worried that I would be prevented from appearing on here because of my
The famous
work.
SBS neutrality.
No, for the ABC stuff, because I work at the ABC, and I'm not allowed to come in here and say like, Barnaby Joyce is a so and so or whatever.
ASIO's bad. Working for ASIO is bad.
Yeah, you might actually be fired.
We are allowed to, sorry, no, I shouldn't try and misrepresent what I'm allowed to be and do and say I'm allowed to have opinions as an ABC presenter, company man. But it just means that, inevitably there is the small possibility that someone's going to make an official complaint because I appeared on this and talked about Barnaby Joyce or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Someone will
and then I've got to
dig
respond
up
to it.
a recording of us from about 2 years ago where we said we would like to shoot Caleb Bond with a gun because of his politics, and then they'll play a clip of you on this podcast, and then you get fired from being one of the primetime Triple J hosts.
And look, you know, and no, I don't think I'd get fired, to be honest. But I think I would. I think I would definitely have to respond. I'd have to like write a fucking letter to someone or something.
Do you think would you get a talking to?
I've had talking tos for less.
Okay.
I don't mind a talking to. You know, occasional talking to keeps you honest.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, all right. So the topic of today's show: who would we shoot with a gun? All right, Ben, you're up first.
Based on their right-wing political opinions. Let's go.
We do have another new segment.
I mean, we don't have to involve
Let's not get
people in
into
the
that
lead
one.
pipe
It's fine.
segment.
I'll be
That's
happy
not
to
necessary.
do whatever. Yeah.
Was it because they were doing it for the ABC, the Finding Drago, the part where they recorded the speaking to they got because
Oh man,
Alexei
so
tried
funny.
to
Yeah.
record a librarian without their consent while asking about the existence of a book?
So funny, yeah. They got in trouble. Alexi and Cameron James. If you haven't heard their podcast, Finding Drago, go and listen to it. It's so good. Yeah, exactly. No, Alexi.
He wore a wire.
Yeah, he wore a wire to a library, and then tried to play it for the ABC people to be like, "Hey, are we allowed to put this out?" And they were like, "Absolutely not." And so they got the person who was getting them in trouble into the studio and recorded that person rousing on them, and it was really good content.
What a wonderful program. Stop this podcast. Don't listen to it. Go listen to the first season and probably the second season. I've not listened to it yet. Of Finding Drago. It's truly incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew, you've had a bit of time there to work on a segue. Have you got one? Going?
It's bare bones. It's pretty bare bones at the moment.
Okay. No, I'm ready for it. Go for
Well, getting yourself fired from the ABC for going on an extremely stupid, diarrhea-centric podcast, that is simply one of the last things that you would want to happen. You know? And that leads us to our segment about the thing that you wouldn't want to happen. Now I can't find my theme.
it. Oh, no.
There it is.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
This is, of course, the segment where we talk about people who had a thing happen that's the one thing they didn't want to happen. This is a story from WJW News, Ohio. Haunted house actor accidentally stabs boy he was trying to scare, police say.
I reckon he scared him.
Oh, yeah, successful.
Mission
Well done.
accomplished.
I don't think he was trying to scare the kid. I think
So
we
wait,
can take
who
that part
stabbed
out of the
who?
headline.
The kid stabbed the haunted house worker, or the other way around?
Other way around. Haunted house actor stabbed the boy.
I bet he got a talking to.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Legal sat him down and was like, hey, just let me
Hey.
know.
Out of all the things you can't do, I was just thinking the other day about that fucking Sweeney Todd high school play.
Where they used a
story
real
that we
razor
did,
blade
where
and then...
they used a real razor blade and they slit a kid's throat in rehearsal, and then they slit a kid's throat on the night.
They did it twice.
They did it twice.
Was this what? Where was this? That's
This is
fucking
this
wild.
is a New South Wales private school. Is that right?
Yeah.
And they
So
put on
the-
a show of
Might be
Sweeney
the one
Todd.
you went to, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we'll never know because
We can't
you
say
know,
that out loud.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say the agents also have that Men in Black pen, so they would have made everyone forget.
This drama teacher put masking tape over a genuine straight razor.
Well, because they put the masking tape over there because they'd already cut someone on the throat once, and they're like, "Oh well,
No,
we'll
I
just
thi-
put
I
some
think-
tape
I think-
over it."
It had tape over it both times.
Oh my
it was
God.
it was that like there was sort of surprise that if you take a straight razor and put pressure on it, it will cut
It will
through
cut through the
masking
tape.
tape. It turns
That's
out.
the thing about
And your
blades,
throat.
is they tend
No,
to cut through
Yeah,
things
we've
that they're in
covered the
contact with.
razor in butter, and we think that'll be a protective layer. We're pretty sure.
It's going to move so fast, it's just going to skip off their throat. No damage done.
I got the kid's neck with olive oil spray before we went out. There's definitely a protective layer there. It's gonna be fine.
Man,
Also
it's so
lightly
crazy.
salted it,
Like
little
just
bit of
like when
pepper.
you're in high school. The shit that I mean, I don't know what Queensland's like. I imagine you're all very responsible up there. But in New South Wales, where I went to high school, there was a portion of my high school where I went to Caringbah High School, which is just like a local public school.
Oh, yuck.
And
So
some
you
of the
slummed
stuff
it for a while. Interesting.
Well, hey. Some of the stuff that went on there, there was like the Bunsen burners and whatnot that you have on the thing.
yeah.
One of our gas taps was just always on, and you couldn't turn it off. There was just like a leak in the room through one of the gas taps, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, don't light any flames in that corner of the room." Was kind of the rule. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, great.
This sounds like my school. I went to public school in Canberra, and I remember that kind of thing in science classes, and also that like woodwork and metalwork were just the weapons manufacturing classes.
You're making shivs in there like you're in prison.
Kids made they used the lathe to make little billy clubs. And
That's adorable.
and would use the tin snips and sheet metal, and then they would cut out.
Shuriken?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
And then like people would run around and throw them up into like the ceiling of the classrooms. So in any given classroom you could look around and there would be like this big, extremely sharp piece of sheet metal stuck into the roof. And that's just good stuff.
That's so dope.
My friend went to went to a different school, and he and he did a thing called automotive mechanics, like in year 12. And his automotive mechanics teacher, or whatever, like the auto teacher, just got them to fix his car, and that was during one of the things.
So
That's good stuff. That's a
Which
good
is
hustle.
just getting the
School is
kids,
so
putting the kids
shit
to
now.
work. It really does
Yep,
suck.
it's time to learn how to clean the spark plugs on an AU Falcon.
Like, I totally understand that, like, the majority of teachers are underpaid and heroes, but we've all been through school. We all know some of them are fucking dead shits as well. Like,
Oh yeah.
The moment you have the realization that like half the teachers you had were like 23,
dude,
and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Dude.
Jesus. Why don't we let them in charge of kids? That seems insane.
In the same way that I look back on like my childhood best friend, like through primary school, and at the time I was always like, man, his place is so fun. There's no rules. His parents are never there making
Yeah.
anybody do anything.
oh, dude. Yeah.
No one ever has to take a bath, you know. Like,
Dream.
actually, I was just talking to my parents about that the other day because we were talking about like I've got two little kids, and we were talking about like that whole thing of trying to figure out what's age appropriate to show your kids. And she was like, yeah, I remember you coming home from that kid's house having watched an R-rated movie when you were very young.
Hell
and I was
yes.
like really genuinely pissed off about it, you know. But yeah, like in the same way that on reflection as an adult, I've gone, oh, that family was just in extreme poverty and having a really bad time. But for me, I was like, no rules. Everybody can do whatever they want.
We can
And
have
it's
as
the
much ice cream as we can eat.
And it's the same thing with school, where as an adult, I can look back and go, oh, like a third of my teachers hated. They fucking hated every
Yeah.
kid
Just
that they
day
interacted
drinking.
with. Didn't want to be there at all. Just doing like full-on abuse to people in classes. Classic public school stuff. I'm also not allowed to say the name of that school.
But that's because of an NDA you signed.
Yeah.
As part of the settlement. From the story here, an actor at an Ohio haunted house accidentally stabbed an 11-year-old boy on Saturday, police said.
Don't do that.
Officers were called to the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds in Berea shortly after 8 p.m. The boy arrived at the haunted house and was approached by one of the actors who was carrying a large Bowie knife. The police report said the 22-year-old man scraped the knife along the ground in front of the group and then stabbed at the ground near the boy's feet to scare him. The knife went through the child's Croc-style shoe and cut his toe.
Croc style, huh?
Croc-style, but not actually Croc-branded, is the implication that I'm getting there.
Croc-esque.
If it was an official Croc branded piece of footwear, we all know they are knife proof. That's why they built them. That's what they're famous for. They're comfortable and they are armored.
Well, that's why hospitality staff all wear them. It's because they're completely knife-proof. That's why, people that work in kitchens, Crocs, can't put a knife through it.
Cops.
I actually have no idea. Is that real? I've no idea if you can put a knife through a Croc.
I think
You
it's just
can-
because they're comfortable.
Yeah,
Sure,
it's because
sure,
they're easy
sure.
to remove. They're like slip-on. You can absolutely put a knife through a Croc.
Yeah, I started that as a
imagining
joke, and then when you said that, I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm stupid and I'm dumb."
Wait,
and
maybe
I've
that's
actually,
true. Are these made of titanium?
I'm picturing the cops with a little notepad. All right, your son was wearing Crocs. Whoa, I didn't say that. My son was
style.
wearing My son was wearing shoes in the style of a croc. They're croc-like, croc-adjacent.
Croc-esque.
I didn't say crocs, okay? Look at the shoes. Are you telling me that looks like an official croc?
Count the holes, pal. Staff and officers treated his injury. Then the boy put his shoe back on and insisted on finishing the haunted house.
Hell
Fuck
yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ride
Get
or
it.
die.
Yes. Go off, King. Go off. Never say die. In this house, we never give up on a haunted house.
Put me back in there and let's see if they've finally got something to scare me.
Yeah, fucking round two. Round two, ghost, let's go.
Staring
Next
that
time you better
22-year-old
shoot me with a gun.
right in the eyes.
Yeah, I've got my ecto pack on. Let's fucking go, ghost.
Police said the actor admitted that using the knife was a bad idea.
What?
Yeah. He said he didn't intend to hurt anyone. Officers confiscated the knife, and the boy's mother requested no criminal charges. Fuck yeah, mafia, a murder, the code of the fucking, whatever. No cops, fuck you.
Look, you know the dangers when you go into that haunted house.
You might get stabbed in the foot.
Yeah, you know what you sign up for. It's like a tour of duty in there.
This would fuck me up because, like, I'm a pretty, anxious person, as we all are. I struggle really badly with things like haunted houses and roller coasters. So I have to, like, the whole time I'm on them, I'm reminding myself constantly that there's no actual way you can get hurt. It's like
It's not a real ghost. It's not a real ghost.
I'm trying to get rid of my panic response by being like, thousands of people go through this every day. Nothing happens to them. This is normal. It's just fun. But obviously you could get stabbed through the foot. So I'm out. I'm done with haunted houses permanently now.
I feel bad for the guy because he had a shit day at work,
Yeah, you accidentally stab one boy in the foot.
Stabbed a kid he definitely got a talking to.
Yeah,
He would have got a
100%.
talking to from
Derek?
the mum.
Can you come outside for a little bit?
Look, first...
Is
first
this about the stab thing?
The stabbing, wasn't it?
Just
The
come
Bowie
out the
knife?
back. Just come out the back. So he would have got a talking to from the family, definitely. I'm pretty sure the police would have given him a talking to. Definitely got a talking to from work. And then his knife gets confiscated.
Oh, that's a shame.
Probably his best Bowie knife.
His perfectly legal knife that he had on him at his job at the haunted house.
I have a permit for that.
Of course, it's only natural that if you're going to stab someone with a knife, that knife will get taken away from you. But there's another kind of thing that's natural.
Is it nature?
Yeah, it's nature.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Winter Mesa, Nature Corner, Robert Kraft, snipped my dick.
That's right. It is time for Nature Corner. We talk about nature. This is a story from the Swindon Advertiser in somewhere in England. I don't know where
Probably
Swindon
Swindon,
is.
I imagine.
Yeah, Swindon. It might be Swindon. A couple distraught as sudden fireworks lead to deaths of their exotic rodents.
Oh, no.
Exotic really is
How
the only
exotic
thing
we're
that adds a
talking
kick
about.
into this. A couple who breed and raise exotic rodents are distraught after a sudden burst of loud fireworks caused several of their animals to die. Neville and Mandy Townsend have lived in Highworth for 28 years and spent 2 decades looking after possums, voles, zebra mice, and other little creatures, which are then sold to private owners, zoos, and even Longleat Safari Park. Wow, pretty
Imagine
prestigious.
hitting one of those guys with a blunderbuss.
That's a very specific thing to imagine.
I'm hunting the most dangerous game of all, the zebra mouse.
I hope zebra mice are what they sound like. That'd be nice if it's just a nice
Yeah.
little
Wait,
stripy
wait.
mouse.
Just for once.
What do they sound like? Just a strappy mouse? Is that what you're saying? Strappy
Yeah.
mouse?
Yes.
I think it's stripy mouse.
Why?
I
What?
thought maybe it could have been a tiny zebra, but yeah, strappy mouse also works.
Or a zebra-sized mouse. Oh, no, they're stripy, but not in a zebra way.
Striping
How
the
funny
wrong
would
way.
it be if zebra mouse didn't refer to the stripes, but referred to like a mouse with like half a mohawk? You know,
That'd be
but
cool
they
as
were
fuck.
like, that's the thing we think of when we think of zebras, guys. It's not the stripes; it's the half a mohawk.
The famous mohawk that zebras have and no other creature has. It's actually because they're hoofed. They're hoofed mice.
It's
Imagine
because
that.
these mice cannot be tamed by humans. That's why.
I mean, we could probably tame zebras, surely.
No, I think
spirit
we
in
have that, and that also taps out everything I know about zebras. But I'm pretty sure they've never been tamed. Oh, this could be me getting into trouble. I'm pretty sure they've never been tamed.
When you say never been tamed, you mean they've never developed the ability to learn commands?
Never been domesticated. Can you tame a zebra?
I mean, people have them as
Zebras
pets.
cannot be domesticated.
Hey, they cannot
What?
be domesticated.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm at the fucking Library of Congress,
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
what I'm
This is
looking
the
at too.
Library of Congress.
That's pretty hard and fast. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, well, if the Library of Congress says it, it's done.
Sorry, has the American government ever lied to us before? I don't think so.
No,
okay?
you're right. That's a fair
I'm
point.
a company man over
To
here.
be domesticated, animals must meet certain criteria. For example, they must live in a house.
They must carry a briefcase to their 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job.
For example, they must have a good disposition and should not panic under pressure. Zebras' unpredictable nature and tendency to attack preclude them from being good candidates for domestication.
Wild.
While attempts at domestication have failed, some individuals have had success training and even hybridizing zebras. Common zebra hybrids.
The Zorse.
The Zorse. The Zonky. I'll let you figure that one out.
And the Zen Maclay, which is...
Oh boy, my only zebra fact I can think of is last time I watched a documentary with them, and a little zebra got born, and the mother zebra stands in front of it and blocks its view of everything else, and just shows it the side of itself, and so it dances around it in a circle and just blocks its view for like a couple of minutes, and then the baby zebra has memorized the mother's stripes forever.
Fuck.
That's pretty wild.
That's
how
sick.
That's how they pick them out.
Wow.
I have no idea what my mum's stripes look like.
It's just none of my business.
Now, is that because you haven't taken an interest, or is it because your mum has a particularly difficult stripe pattern, or is it because of a sort of a negligent parent situation?
I mean,
It's too complex. The pattern crosses too many times. There's no way for you to... It's too intricate.
I've seen
Too
your mother's
detailed.
stripes. They're very nice.
Yeah, that's, the sound of explosions in the sky, presumably not the band of the same name, startled their conservatory full of critters, and when Mandy went to calm them down, she was met by a grim scene. She said, quote, "It was horrendous. The bangs and flashes had triggered a mother possum's fight or flight response, and she had eaten her 10 4-week-old babies."
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Which is an insane, what? The shit's going down. Time to eat my babies.
Imagine she gets through 6 and go, I don't know if I can make it to another 4. All right, just stealing herself.
This is what will happen.
I'm not even hungry anymore.
Not even hungry.
All of those American prepper families, this is going to happen when the internet goes down because of some power line fault or whatever. But they're like, all right, this shit has hit the fan, the nukes are going, and then they go and headshot all of their children. This is exactly the same situation.
It's very dark. Very, very dark stuff.
Well, I believe it deeply in my heart. Quote, the other animals were The other animals were throwing themselves at the cages and bouncing off the glass, or they went completely still. They didn't know what was going on, and there was an awful noise. We lost 2 beach mice, 2 stack lemmings, and a couple of bandit voles.
Stack lemmings, bandit voles.
Beach mice as well. This is
Not
the first
the beach
time we've-
mice.
Yeah, beach is in double E, not as in the beach.
I was hoping their wheel would
Little
give away
surfing
tiny little
mice.
beach balls or whatever, and a little, they're in their
Yeah.
wheel, the beach mice's little bucket, and a little spade, some
Although-
sunscreen.
Would
I've
beach
Googled-
mice wear board shorts like this? Or like this?
I've Googled beach mice, and it's auto-corrected to the spelling of beach.
Oh.
It's
I've Googled stack lemmings and have determined that the stack is the 6th level of the crazy difficulty featured in Oh No More Lemmings.
No, you're they're actually not. It's not stacked lemmings. It's actually stacked lemmings. These are lemmings with big anime titties.
They're fucking caked up.
Have I got the tone of this podcast right? I don't know.
I think about it now.
I'm shooting
Yeah,
everywhere.
actually.
Just tell me where I'm meant to be going.
yeah, the titties angle will serve you well.
Yep.
Okay, everything I've tried to search for here, I've been fucking autocorrected. None of the animals this woman has listed are real.
She's
Well, not
making up
anymore.
animals for insurance purposes.
Like,
Yeah, that's how
literally-
exotic they are.
I have no results for beach mice. I have no results for stack lemmings, and I have no results for bandit voles.
It's like fucking when you know that episode of The Simpsons where they go to the medieval fair and they've just like taped a fucking rabbit to a pigeon or whatever. This is what this woman is doing.
Oh, a stack pigeon.
I'm actually relatively troubled by this. Is it that this woman has invented her own terminology for the animals that she has, or she just lost a couple of regular mice and was trying to sort of jazz it
fraudulent.
up?
This is all fraudulent, I reckon. Having said that, though, I am actually on the side of her with regards to the unnecessary nature of fireworks.
Absolutely.
I think fireworks are fucking bull. I was alive when the Sydney 2000 Olympics occurred in
I think we
my
all
city
were.
of Sydney.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, I reckon there was like fireworks every night for like 3 weeks or whatever the fuck, how long that goes for. I reckon since then I've just had no interest in fireworks. Anytime I look at them, boring. I don't care.
I think I'm holding out. I'm kind of tired of them now. I've seen a lot of them since I was a child. I'm holding out for lining up the correct cocktail of being on drugs and watching fireworks, for maybe that being like a transcendent, amazing experience.
But the noises might
Right?
scare you.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends what the drugs are. But
As a Brisbane local, have you worked out what cocktail of drugs you want to take during the 2032 Brisbane Olympics?
I think it might be whatever will put me into a coma for 3 months.
Heroin. It's definitely heroin.
Surely
It's only
that's
11 years away, Ben. Come on.
I'll be dead by then. It's kind of Theo will have to still be alive by then for the sake of his child, but I'll be out. I will
Yeah.
have pieced out before
Yeah.
that comes around. Look forward to that.
I'll watch as much of it as I did the last Olympics.
Ben dying. Oh, Olympics. Okay.
I won't. I don't know if I'll be given an opportunity to watch Ben dying.
I will be live streaming it. It is going to be grim.
Fuck. You want to do it during one of the boring sports, though. Don't do
All
it
of
during the 100-meter final because no one will watch your death, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Got to do it to one of those wacky sports that, people don't really get around.
Imagine what the bloody sports will be by 2032. I bet TikTok will be one of the sports, because of
boy.
how things are going
Wow.
in the world.
That's
By
That's
2032,
so
I
true.
imagine one of the sports will be paying attention to a good book because of how difficult it would be for this generation.
Incredible. I didn't realize that we had, in fact, got Ben on this podcast. That's tremendous.
Our minds have melded at this point. We can't. I'm so sorry.
since we're all declaring how old we are, I did see an account online the other day called "Influencers in the Wild,"
Oh, yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
all
it's genuinely depressing.
It's all videos where somebody has spotted somebody else out in public who is very clearly making a video for TikTok or Instagram or whatever.
that's
So they're just
embarrassing.
like, they're in a crowded touristy area with no music, doing the big dance or like twerking in front of everybody while their boyfriend does
Flossing,
the video.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
And
what
something
they're all
about it,
doing.
like the dead silence other than this person's shoes hitting the ground while they're flopping around. All the people standing near them just looking with a mixture of like bemusement and disgust. Something about it just really, like you said, Theo, really genuinely bleak stuff.
I think we're proud to say on this show that we have never influenced anybody.
No.
so
We've maybe
true.
influenced some people to stop listening to this podcast.
Yeah, well. Oh, so positive influences.
Sort of
Yeah.
a
Good vibes.
net zero there.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the dead weight and only the people that are willing to put up with this bullshit.
Are you tired of paying nothing for the same old superior quality free episodes of the Bunta Vista podcast? Do you want less politics and more content about diarrhea or animals gone wild? Are you tired of skipping through those hours upon hours of paid product placement for Mark Wahlberg film Shooter? Well, boy, do I have the offer of a lifetime for you. That's right, for just $5 a month, you too can be a premium VIP member of the Bunta Vista Patreon. That's right, just $5 for all of our bonus episodes. That's over 300 hours of content from the hosts you know and definitely tolerate. I'll even throw in access to our glamorous and exclusive Discord server, where bizarre arguments only happen once or twice a week at most. Head to patreon.com/buntavista. Sign up in the next 5 minutes and I won't know because that's not my job, but you'll be enjoying the sweet satisfaction of supporting us, and we will love you romantically for it. That's my promise to you.
Good vibes only. I mean, like we do some positive public service stuff on this podcast. We alert people to
Some
the
chicken money.
dangers out there. We alert people to the nefarious crooks of the world coming after them with their dodgy scams. And we got another one for you in Scam Watch. This is from NBC News. Never heard of it.
Sure.
Man
Take
arrested.
that, Brian Williams, you fucking nobody.
Man arrested after being accused of impersonating police in Wilton. Wilton police have arrested a man accused of impersonating police in Wilton over the weekend. Officials said 41-year-old David Rosen from White Plains, New York, was arrested after officers saw him driving at a high speed with red and blue flashing lights on the dashboard on Danbury Road. Not a great look.
I mean, it
Like-
is if no one asks you about it.
Oh, I mean, it's a good look for him in the sense that if he's trying to appear to be a cop, it's a good look. But
That's
when
about as good as that look gets.
the police pull you over, though, and they start in on giving you that talking to, not a
What
good
if they
look.
were? What if they were wrong though? What if they pulled him over and he was actually an undercover cop, and they've cost someone their life? He was driving as fast as he can with the lights on in his unmarked car to catch fucking Buffalo Bill or whatever,
It's all what Theo's saying to the police after being
and they're
pulled
just like,
over.
hey.
I might not really be a
getting
cop, but what
away.
if I was?
What if I was though? That'd be crazy. Anyway, gotta go.
What if you'd taken a giant pair of ceremonial scissors and just snipped right through the thin blue line? That's what you've done.
You know how it's illegal to impersonate a cop? Is there any other occupation that it's illegal to impersonate? Probably doctor. You can't... Well, actually, I guess you can't practice medicine, but you can probably tell people you're a doctor, and that's fine. No one's going to arrest you for that.
It's definitely you definitely get in trouble for stealing valor, right? For putting on medals and saying you're a veteran.
Sort of
We-
moral.
but that's
Is that
not
actually a
illegal.
crime,
Are
though?
the cops
I
going
don't
to
Oh
come
yeah,
over?
you can get charged. Like we had a story on this show several years ago, I reckon.
Never heard it.
About a guy who told a story just like in a country pub about, being in Afghanistan or something, and everyone was like, holy fuck, that's amazing, we're all going to buy you beers and everything. And then the next time he came into the pub, they were like, tell us another story about the war. And he went, oh fuck, and told them another story. And then it just kept going to the point where he had ordered medals online, and he was giving motivational
Damn.
talks at the local high school. And then so at some point, the Department of Defense or whatever rolls up and says, those aren't real medals or anything, and there's something that they can charge you with. And
Yeah, right.
I distinctly remember the transcript from the court case where the guy was like, yeah, that just all got really out of hand.
And again, I don't mean to make this podcast political, but didn't Hillary Clinton genuinely get in trouble for saying that she was in a war zone?
Yeah, so she was under fire, under sniper fire
Yeah.
in Bosnia.
And then they had footage of it, and she's just walking off the plane normally.
Then there was
Which is-
the Elizabeth Warren thing.
What was the Elizabeth Warren one?
What she claimed that she was of
Native American? Is that
descent.
the thing?
Well,
Yeah.
she spent decades saying that, and it just,
Yeah.
and then she did that thing where Donald Trump went, get a DNA test, and she went, okay, and it came back and said, you're a white lady, and she had to go, oh, sorry everyone.
Wow. Someone once again forced to apologize for being white. Typical.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Could you get in trouble for saying you're a fireman or a firefighter? Do you reckon?
I think the context is relevant. I suspect that if you were at a house party and you told a lady, I'm a fireman, you should see my calendar. I don't have one on me. I don't have any pictures on my phone of it for some reason. But if you come back to my place, etc., etc. I don't think... But if you put on the uniform and show up at the scene of a fire and say, hey guys, I'm here for the fire... surely you can get in some kind of trouble for anything emergency worker related.
Yeah,
I
people
wanna say.
certainly don't appreciate you pretending to be a dog catcher.
Well, that was just the way you were doing that. You were doing sort of an Ocean's 11 heist, but at the pound. We're just stealing 80 dogs.
Well, I was stealing dogs destined for the pound, I think.
I hear they've got exotic rodents in there.
I know this is not like it's Quora, so it's not a reputable source. But
Here we go.
Kevin De Beer here is answering the question: is it illegal to impersonate a pilot? It depends. Sometimes. It depends how and where you are impersonating a pilot and to what end. In general, no, it's not illegal. If you want to put an Arrow shirt and some epaulets and hang around the hotel bar trying to get laid by telling women you are a pilot, knock yourself out, buddy.
You want to put your arms out like little wings and run around the room making zoom noises.
And say, I just got into town and boy are my arms tired.
No law against
Technically
it.
not illegal.
Impersonating a lawyer, I think, is maybe a criminal act.
Oh,
By
that's
the look of
fucking
it.
bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Also, when they say impersonating, I mean, obviously, literally, I mean, that means, like, oh, stop, I'm an officer of the law or whatever.
Yes.
But what if you just, like, could do a fucking great cop impression? Like, there was, like, a local officer and you could actually just nail the impression. You could do the voice and the mannerisms and everything. Could you get in trouble for that? You know?
You've what for impersonating a specific police officer?
Yeah, being like, well, I think we all know Sergeant Bentley, and I think we all know he sounds a little bit like this. Hamana, hamana, hamana.
I think in America, you'd be protected under America's same robust parody laws that allowed Weird Al to do what he does. Over here, not so much.
Your Honor, I invoke the Weird Al defense.
I didn't. It took me ages for that to click with me until I saw it pointed out somewhere that you can do the parodying whatever. Like in an episode of South Park, if it's set at Target, they just have the Target logo and they say we are working at Target, which is
It's how you can do that. The whole Nathan Fielder like bad Starbucks thing or whatever the fuck it was called.
dumb Starbucks.
Yeah,
What an episode!
can't do that over here. You can't
No,
just.
you fucking can't.
Yeah, fascists.
Regular
want to do
Starbucks
is,
will be onto your Quick Smart.
I want to do a parody of a Shannon Knoll song, but it's about grammar. And they fucking won't let me do it.
Whom about me?
It's like how this podcast began as I think a parody of the 2004 like Cuban All Stars like vaguely salsa hit the Buena Vista Social Club documentary.
That's right, yes. Yeah. And then we found out the legal ramifications of that in Australia, and we had to completely pivot away from what we were doing. Yeah.
It used to be you guys in elaborate hats smoking cigars and driving 50s cars. But now...
Oh, God, imagine if that was your life, though. You just drinking exotic rums, smoking cigars,
my goodness.
driving big, weirdly rounded 50s cars.
Hanging out with, I think the guitarist Ry Cooder was on that album, I think.
I was going to say I would give anything to go to Cuba and hang out with Ry Cooder. That's absolutely.
Right,
no,
Cooter,
it
if
was-
you're listening to this.
Yeah, Ry Cooder went to Cuba and assembled a band. That's
Was
what
is that what the Buena Vista Social Club is?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's sort of like the Avengers from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's a lot like that.
Yeah.
In almost every way.
Yeah. Do you remember where you're up to in this story?
I sure do. Police said that they determined Rosen had used the red and blue flashing lights to stop a vehicle on Danbury Road earlier in the evening, at which time he got out of the car and identified himself as a police officer while yelling at the other driver before fleeing the scene, just like
Power
the real
move.
cops.
Yeah.
Got a friend whose younger brother used to be a security guard years and years and years ago. And he just had like, you know how like you can get the sort of for construction sites, just like the yellow flashing light that you can stick on top of your car.
Oh, yeah.
He had one of those and he would just use that to pull people over.
That's insane.
I mean, that's.
Yeah, it would be like someone's
to have a
making me
bad
really mad in
understanding.
traffic. I'm going to flip this thing on and people would pull over and then he would yell at them and flee the scene.
One of my dear friends, who was also a listener of the show, Aaron, who just got a Hilux from a fleet of work Hiluxes, had safety lights on it, and she took them off.
Boo.
Immediately was like, no, I don't need these, and then had them removed. I think like every single one of us who knows her was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you keep those? That's just like a weird little extra bit of power you get there. I would have kept them for sure.
Rookie mistake. You
Yeah.
could pull up right out the front of the Woolworths, flip them on, run inside and get your milk,
And everyone's like, oh, shit, well, they must be stopped there for roadworks or something.
Oh.
But no, you're getting
Must
your
be
milk.
a sinkhole around.
Must be here to pick up a
Sinkhole.
must be here to pick up a trolley with a wonky wheel. Rosen admitted that he did try to pull a car over on Interstate 95 after they had cut him off.
Great.
Yes!
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wonderful.
It's the one
Go for
reason
it.
to do it.
Didn't the guy? Do you know that American Congressman Matt Gaetz, who's currently getting done for sort of child sex trafficking, etc.?
Yes.
Or is it under investigation for that? I should say.
Or at least there have been suggestions that he's definitely associated with it. And
Yeah,
also,
he's
he's got a weird
there's-
face.
Yeah, there's been an FBI thing going on around him. I think he got done, or the reason he is in investigations is because the guy, he was like good friends with the guy who pretended to be a cop. And that's how that started to unravel. Fuck, I wish I had a better recollection of what that story was so I didn't fuck up the retelling of it.
There must be so many people out there doing some variety of that. Just being like
What's that cunt police minister guy? That David
David
Elliott?
Yeah.
Who was just like, hey, I'm basically the boss of the police when he got pulled over for speeding. Like,
And the kid was like, "Where?" No, it was because he
He got in a road rage
got the little fender
incident.
bender with a teen.
Yeah, and he got out and he's like, "Hey, I'm the police's dad." Pretty. Ooh.
there's some lightning behind you there, Finn.
Yeah, very atmospheric. This
Second
is, of
storm
course,
cell.
an audio medium,
Yeah.
but we can see
And
some big.
this on Halloween, the 30th of September.
Yep. Halloween Eve.
Okay, sorry to have Googled something and then come back to you, but yeah, so
Please.
Matt Gaetz,
Matt Greats because of how much you
Greats.
like his politics because you're also right wing. Yeah.
Matt Gaetz, 1920. Come on. Guys?
Shout out to friends of the show, the Greats. I think occasionally some of them might listen to this.
So he was Matt Gaetz, Gaetz, has denied all these allegations, but the reason they came up was because they believe former Seminole County tax collector Joel Greenberg was an associate of his and he was allegedly the person who set up the website, who used the website to introduce people to Gates to have sex with. Right now, Joel Greenberg, during the 2019 campaign, he is alleged to have created fake Facebook accounts and sent falsified letters making claims of sexual misconduct against an opponent during his tax collector campaign, but also impersonated a law enforcement officer in both stopping a woman while driving and trying to evade a speeding ticket himself. So in one instance, he got pulled over being like, hey, you're speeding, and he was like, I think you'll find I'm actually the cop here. Which is fucking bold to pretend to be a cop to the cops.
Turning the tables.
Just like holding up a mirror to the policeman and trying to trick him like he's a bird.
Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, sounds like he's got some nice friends. Matt Gaetz. Goods.
Gates, I believe. I fucking hate his fucking Johnny Bravo ass fucking face and hair. You know, it's not right to attack someone for their personal appearance, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He looks
He
like
stinks. He
so
fucking stinks.
fucking punchable.
Yep.
Jesus. Lead
For
pipe
me-
for that man.
For me, it's the tiny little eyes.
He does
Don't like
have
that.
little shrew-like eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's no good.
Yuck.
Don't care for it. Rosen was subsequently arrested and faces charges including criminal impersonation of a police officer, second-degree breach of peace, engaging in pursuit, reckless driving, improper use of coloured flashing lights, and more.
That's a funny crime.
Improper use of coloured flashing lights. Coming down, busting up the rave.
Yep. You're
Your
like
sequence is all off. It's
got
not
one
in
of those-
time with the music.
horrible like $30 DJ light things you've bought from Store DJ in your living room. And
You're
they're like,
leaning
"This
way
shit
too hard on
fucking sucks."
the strobe.
Calm it down.
Yeah, I did see somebody writing about the Matt Gaetz thing the other day and saying, whatever happened with that? Is he just not going to prison for the many, many crimes he was accused of? And sometimes, you know, a new story, it bubbles up and everyone's like, whoa, look at all this. And then you just don't hear anything about it again. And that leads us to our next segment. I'm going to play the theme for it right here.
Okay.
It's the Nothing to Report report. This is the...
All right, that's pretty good.
This is the segment in which we let you know about things where, there's probably you don't have to worry about following up on that.
Yep.
It's fine. It seems like the problem just kind of sorted itself out. We don't really have anything to report in this report. This comes to us by way of the Associated Press. Las Vegas police found 30 boa constrictors in a home and then determined that nothing was amiss.
Great.
29, 30. All right.
Well,
Time to get out of here.
Buy the book.
Nothing to see here, officer.
Said a wildly wriggling man.
Who's doing the hypnotizing eyes from like a car in the Jungle Book, Oh, let's get out of here.
How many snakes do you think legally you should be allowed to own? What do you reckon?
2.
2 max?
1.
Yeah.
1.
Like,
One.
what are you showing off? What's the...
Wow.
What? Do snakes, are they social animals? Would they like to have a friend?
That is such a wonderful question.
I have
my
no
gut
idea.
feeling is no. But just like, because you never see 2 snakes at a time, like if you're bushwalking, whatever, you only ever see 1 snake. It's never got a friend with it.
No. They probably go into their holes to fuck or whatever.
Oh,
I actually have no idea how snakes do it.
Most of us fuck in our holes, yes.
Maybe how you do
Not
it.
me. I need to be in public. No, that's gross.
How do they meet?
If someone owned like 5 snakes,
Yeah.
I would immediately begin to question their character. Although based on nothing really. But if someone owned like at 5, I'm like asking questions. At 10, I'm like, that's a problem. And I don't know why it's a problem, but for me, 10 snakes is a problem.
Yeah.
I'd never do 5 because, 1 double date and a snake is really getting its feelings hurt. Left out in the cold. I couldn't do that. 10, are you starting to... Is it an addiction? But maybe past 10, maybe it's a business pursuit, Maybe it's an investment portfolio of a kind.
Oh, sure. Look, you have a business license, own as many snakes as you want. I'm just saying, for personal use, these snakes.
For recreational consumption of snakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, these are my personal snakes.
28 grams max. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
What about, dogs or something, then? How many dogs do you think your person should be allowed to own?
3 max.
Interesting.
3 dogs or 4 cats.
Yeah,
4 cats, but
is
3
okay.
dogs. Why
Yeah.
more cats than dogs?
Dogs are a handful.
Yeah.
They're
I
cows.
guess you don't have to walk cats as much, do you?
No. I don't even think they like to be walked, generally speaking. They kind of got their own shit going on. Dogs really
That's
need you
true.
to get them through life doing stuff with them. Cats are just like, whatever. I'm looking after myself. You keep doing you, I'll keep doing me.
You get out the harness, the dog is loving it.
Oh my
Dog
God.
is like-
Literally, I get Louis' harness out and he will come up to me and put his head through it. He's like, here we go, put it on. I would do up. If I had prehensile thumbs, I'm fucking clipping this shit up.
Now, try showing a harness to a cat.
Won't even recognize it. Their stupid brains won't even be able to understand what it is.
They're too busy
actually-
daydreaming about cartoon fish to understand what a harness is.
Try showing any object to a cat.
They won't look at it.
They're just not trying to show enthusiasm for anything. Get them out of the house. I know some people are out there walking their cats. Good on you. That's nice.
We saw 2 cat walkings in a single day. We went to Mount Tambourine, big centre for cat walking apparently.
It's the catwalking centre of Queensland.
That's right, cat walking capital.
Capital.
I'll give you some time with that one.
Okay.
Investigators came across the snakes Tuesday during an unspecified law enforcement investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it. That many snakes, they're definitely dealing.
Yeah, 100%.
And they promptly called Clark County Animal Control, the Las Vegas Review-Journal reported. The county agency responded, quote, and determined the possession of the animals was not criminal, police spokesman Larry Hadfield said in an email. Aren't those the 2 greatest words to hear?
Not technically a crime.
Never convicted,
What kind of... Were they boa... Did you say they were boa constrictors?
30
boa constrictors. That's right.
I'm
He's
just-
not even diversifying his snake portfolio.
He's put all his eggs in one basket, and they love eating eggs. You know.
I'm just looking now at the Queensland biosecurity laws. Boa constrictors are an illegal species in Queensland. So you wouldn't even be allowed to have one boa
Wow.
constrictor.
God, America is such a better country than Australia in so many ways. This is
I'm pretty sure they're illegal in most parts of Australia, actually, the boa constrictor. Which,
Is a real
How
recurring
big
theme
do
on
they
this
get?
podcast that we will do stories about, especially escaped animals in America, where, the story makes a really big deal out of how crazy and exotic the animal is and how wild it is that it's loose in that city. And then the last sentence will invariably be, it's not illegal to own this animal in this city. Everyone's like, holy fuck, this guy had a jaguar? And at the bottom, it's like, you can own a jaguar with a permit and it's fine. They just love it.
Fucking
They love
crazy.
freedom so much.
Love freedom.
You are free to be killed in your own house by your 30 boa constrictors.
Oh, imagine though. That
a
man's
friend
getting-
of mine has a job he works for,
Congratulations.
but
So, one non-podcaster. Incredible.
a friend of mine works for like the government in whatever the border. Oh fuck this! I'm so stupid.
Border
But
Force?
the-
Australian Border Patrol.
It's Peter Dutton. My friend is Peter Dutton. No, a friend of mine works in like whatever you can't bring that into the country. Part of the I guess it's border force. I don't know.
I want to say
Yeah,
customs.
Yeah. But his job is for weapons. So when someone wants to bring in a weapon and they need to apply for a permit, and it's like a tricky situation, it goes to him. So like most weapons that you want to bring into Australia, like for example, a big gun or whatever, it's pretty obvious. Like, no, that gun's too big. You can't bring it in or whatever. It's too fast. You can't bring it in. But then like there are some things where it's like he was telling us a guy as a couple of years back wanted to bring in a tank.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Don't worry, I'll get the gun filled up or whatever with cement, so I can't actually fire it. I just want to have it on my farm to like fang around in, fang around the property." But they were like, "No, you can't have a tank on your property because like if people walk by, there's no way they'll know that it's like just an ornate tank, like an antique tank. It'll and it'll look like there's a military like exercise going on. So he wasn't allowed to bring in the tank.
What if he permanently like got a little flag to hang out of the cannon? Well,
Just said
like
bang,
bang.
bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think so. You've got to be like a kind of a museum or a collector or whatever to have like special reasons to bring in tanks and stuff. But this is my friend's job all day. He's just got like crazy old men asking him, "Hey, can I have this gun or whatever? Can I have this like this big bomb from World War II? Can I have this tank?" And he's just like, "Can I have a submarine?" He's like, fucking crazy old men.
I have a partially deactivated sea mine. Is that okay?
Have I ever told the story on here about my brother's honeymoon?
I haven't heard it, so I would love to hear it.
Yeah, Hing, if you can remember whether he's told that or not and
Yeah,
let us know,
yeah.
that would be great.
If you can go back through the several hundred episodes, my brother got married a bunch of years ago now, many years ago, and him and his wife went to Japan for their honeymoon, and so they go around the shops and stuff and buying things, and he was like, "Ooh, cool, airsoft pistols." You know, the ones
Yeah.
that just shoot the little pellets, but they look for all the world like handguns.
Oh.
And he was like, these are very cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to take those home.
Yeah. But he
so
was
what
so excited, he went straight onto the plane,
Yeah.
started firing them in the air.
Into
Well-
the air, cowboy style.
So his solution to this was he was like, I'm just going to mail these to myself, and they'll go through customs, and if I'm not allowed to have them, they won't let me have them.
Yeah, they'll just take
No
him out.
harm, no foul.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he did that, and with a couple of things, and then a few weeks later, he got like a letter in the mail from customs that said, "Your package has been exploded." So like about one of his packages, right? And he was like, I guess that answers that question. And then another week or two after that, at like 5 or 6 in the morning, there's a very loud banging at the door, and it's a police officer with a whole bunch more police officers, and they are there to raid his house.
Shit.
Yeah.
And so they come through, and he says, I'm guessing this is about the plastic guns.
No, it's
And-
about the weird Japanese pornos.
So
You've got these boa constrictors that don't have the regulation amount of titties.
2 each.
your lemmings are too stacked, sir. So they come through and raid the house, and they go through and search everything and pull all the drawers out and all that sort of stuff. And they're like, "We're looking for illegal weapons. We're looking for weapons." And he was like, "Okay, I tried to send myself a toy. It appears I'm not allowed to have the toy, right?" And they said, "We are looking for illicit weapons." And then they charged him with trying to import weapons from overseas.
Awesome.
Because in Australia, a replica pistol that can be reasonably mistaken for a real gun, if you were to like hold up a servo with that, they will treat that the same as if you had robbed the servo with a real gun, right? Because to the person who's being robbed, kind of feels a lot like having a real gun pointed at you, you know?
Yeah, unless you're Vinnie Jones in the movie Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
And so
I don't think any of our listeners are, though.
you need
You
to
don't
be
think
able
any
to...
of our listeners are Bullet Tooth Tony from the film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels?
I know, I mean, what are the chances?
My
pretty
wife,
unlikely.
my wife has been watching The Masked Singer with my kids,
Psycho.
and my kids love the part where they're meant to take the mask off, and they stand there shouting, "Take it off, take it off!" And then they take the thing off, and my 5-year-old goes, "Oh my god, it's Vinnie Jones!" No fucking idea. Got no idea who
That's
Vinnie
so
Jones
beautiful.
is. You know?
Wait, no.
You don't know. Maybe
is a-
you're maybe your
Vinnie
5-year-old is
Jones
a
is
huge ex-footballer turned actor fan. You know, you don't know.
Maybe she's been watching his direct-to-streaming releases from the last couple of years. I don't know. I don't involve myself in
telling
her
me-
business.
Vinnie Jones, like Vinnie Jones,
Vinnie
Vinnie
Jones.
Jones, was on The Masked Singer.
Correct. I think they blew their wad in the first episode there.
What
So
the fuck? Jesus.
so my brother gets charged with attempting to import weapons from overseas, and he has to get a lawyer, and he has to go to Sydney to attend court. And at every stage of this, right, he's getting interviewed by the cops down at the police station, and he's saying, "Look, here's exactly what happened. I mailed it. It was stupid. Clearly, I shouldn't have done it, but that's exactly what happened." Cooperating with everything, you know, and they were like, "You're going down. It's time to charge you to the fullest extent of the law." And
I
then
love
it
it when
finally,
justice is served.
yeah, and then it finally
my
made
favourite
its
things.
way to court, where a judge had a cursory glance at the case and then said, "Please go home. This is fucking stupid. Sorry, everybody
So-
wasted everybody's time."
Did your brother ever get his guns?
He did not.
I think
It's
they were-
very
I think
sad.
they've been exploded, unfortunately.
Yeah, they sent him another thing saying you have 30 minutes to pick up your cube. So.
So hot tip for you, do not post replica pistols to yourself from Japan
Shit.
in the early 2000s. Try
Hey,
not to do it.
can I ask you guys something in confidence? I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't tell
just sort of just between you. Hey, do you ever get the thing where you're like, I don't know, you're particularly like stuffed up nasally, and you go to blow your nose, and you blow your nose, and like air comes out of one of your eyeballs?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, I've never had
We
that.
got one.
No, that's never happened to me.
Okay, one
If you
one
can't-
air
I can't
eyeball.
Relate to that.
It feels like a little squeaky noise inside your brain, Theo.
It does, and there's literally like air kind of just going out of my
think
eyeball.
Your pipes might be...
No, my pipes are fine. I had
It doesn't sound like they're fine. It sounds like they're leaking. They should be airtight.
I've
Yeah,
had
that should
doctors
be
look-
sealed.
Doctors have looked at my pipes and said, "Look, you got perfectly normal pipes."
I don't think you can swim at this point because it's just going
Yeah.
to come in through the...
Well,
If I were you, Theo,
That's not the
I
reason
would
why
go
I
to
can't
Bunnings or another
swim.
hardware store and purchase some industrial grade silicon seal.
okay,
And I would
I can see where
just,
you're going
just
with this,
add
Michael.
that to your eyes where your tear ducts are, and
Yeah,
then
I
around the
can-
whole base of it.
Yeah, no, I thought
Then you want
that's
to
my-
close your
my-
eyes, do another
yeah.
layer, and just probably seal your entire eyes shut with silicon.
I thought
Yeah.
that's like where you might be going, but I actually need my tear ducts to cry.
Okay.
So
You could just do the act of crying without the tears coming out and still
I
have
just
the
sort of
symbolic
like
gesture.
scrunching my like fists up, like twisting them in my eyes.
Yeah, like
and
a
stuff,
cartoon
going,
baby.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, ideally, I think
It's simply
I think
not the same.
You want to paint your whole face white first and get a bit of like
yeah.
some black diamonds on the upper and lower parts of your eyes,
Yeah.
and then you can really really go to town.
Stripy shirt.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like white face paint doesn't really work on me, but I am getting what you're going for there.
I mean, you can always
you've
try
really
black face paint
upset
if you'd
me.
rather.
Get
Give me a
accused of
couple of
putting
minutes.
fake tan on.
You're wearing bronzer like an English girl at Ibiza. Now, I did try and sort of ham-fistedly get this in at the start, and then we got derailed. But, Hing, do you want to talk about your TV show that you've got?
Oh, yeah.
That you're promoting?
If people are at all interested, it's called Letters and Numbers. It is returning to SBS. I mean, for international listeners, SBS is sort of like ethnic PBS here in Australia.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it?
It's a station that was started in the 70s to service multicultural communities, but has since widened its reach to take on any underserved communities, ethnic or otherwise. So we're doing a comedy show called Letters and Numbers. It's actually called Celebrity Letters and Numbers because technically it's comedians playing the games, not regular folk. It's
So you might have people like Tom Walker and Demi Lardner on there, for instance.
Well, no. I mean, people like them, but not them.
Oh, that's a shame.
But people with I would imagine slightly better managers than Tom and Demi were my closest friends in the world. No, it's like if in the UK or elsewhere you might have seen 8 out of 10 Cat Stars Countdown. It's the same sort of format as that, but I'm not Jimmy Carr, so don't watch it expecting me to be, because you'll be wildly disappointed. It's a puzzle game show,
So you've done less tax fraud.
Yes, exactly. Yes, well, I don't get paid enough to do it.
You're right, your jokes.
Yeah, and some people I've already seen are quite furious that I'm hosting a comedy version of the show. They wanted it to be the serious puzzle version of the show, and to them I say, just put it on mute. It's the same fucking show. Like, you can play the games along without listening to my
honestly
jokes.
Quite strange, I've found, just from watching the 8 out of 10 Cats version, is seeing comedians be quite good at maths. It is always very jarring for me.
You don't have to worry as much for our version because we've recorded 24 episodes of them, and for the most part, people are dog shit at the numbers game. I'm talking Merrick Watts, terrible. Matt O'Kine, terrible. Nakia Louie, terrible. All of some wonderful, funny people who are very talented in their field, but fucking none of them can do maths.
Sure. I guess, doing quick arithmetic probably doesn't come up in a lot of their days.
It's true. And also, I will say that on the small occasions that those people do get them, on the rare occasions they do get them, it is the most joyful thing you'll ever see on television. Because a lot of these people have not done maths since high school. And so you put them under a pressure situation, you reduce them to being the teenagers they once were, you point lights and a camera at them and you go, do it in front of the nation, and then they lose their minds. But occasionally when they succeed, it's really quite glorious. Anyway, 7:30 Saturday nights on SBS. It's called Celebrity Letters and Numbers. I'm on it. David Astle, Lily Cerner, and some really funny comedians.
When does that start airing?
Saturday the 2nd of October. There's 12 eps, so it'll take us to the end of the year, and then there's season 2 will come out next year as well, which we've already shot.
Oh, wonderful. I don't want to,
Don't
stereotypes or anything here, but how did Aaron Chen go with the maths
How did he go?
problems?
I think he was dog shit as well from memory.
Well, good on him.
Basically, he might have got 1 or 2, but he was pretty bad at them. I was by far the best person at the maths aside from Lily, whose job it is to do the maths.
That's that nameless private school.
I am, honestly. It was embarrassing how good I was at the maths. Towards the end of the shoot, we shot 24 episodes of it in like 10 days or something, which was fucking bonkers. But towards the end of it, I could mostly get it just by looking at the maths thing, and I had to stop playing it because I was getting too derisive of the guests. Like there was a point where I was like, literally there were times where, well, this one's easy, you morons, and then people didn't get it, and I was like, how do you feel? Honestly, it's so easy. And then I was like, there's a couple of episodes where I think quite boorishly, I asked Lee if I can do it because none of the contestants got it. It's not me. I'm a best, honestly.
Yeah, that probably stops being like fun and jocular and starts just becoming about a man becoming mega maniacal about his ability to do simple sums.
Yeah.
In a
it's not my
comedy
most
program.
attractive quality, if I'm honest.
My goodness.
Well, keep an eye out for Michael Hing losing his mind about how good he is at addition in front of a bunch of comedians who are ostensibly there to make people laugh.
puzzles faster than you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
you
Really
know-
appreciate it.
Yeah, next time you need to promote something, you just contact us directly and we'll,
Yeah.
we could probably just do that.
Sure.
Just ask anytime. We'd love to do it. It'd be really great. Check out Freedom Good Home. It is very genuinely one of my very favorite podcasts in this world. It is an absolute treat. Once every 6 to 7 months when they release an episode is just a delight. It's real nice. I think, honestly, at the moment, we're slowly working through your historical guest list for people that we would like to have on this podcast, because they're all people that I either know personally or am one person away from, and who are funny, which is it's a nice
honestly,
combo.
if they'll do Free to a Good Home, they'll do basically anything. Honestly,
That is
so,
true.
That's what we're
especially in
looking
the early days. Like Free to a Good Home is it has a reasonable listenership now, but in the early days, it was 1,000 people or something listened to it. It was fucking no one, and the people we got onto it, the guests we had, we were thrilled to have on there. And honestly, I think if it's testament to their spare time.
I mean, you've had
Comedians,
some actual
not a lot of work for comedians in Australia.
You've had some celebs on there the last couple of months. I don't know
Yeah,
which one of
it's
the
been
two of you
nice.
is hustling at the moment, but you're doing a great job.
Yeah, it's nice being able to just send people a screenshot of the analytics page and being like, hey, do you want to be listened to by this many people on the other side of the world who won't know who you are and will never engage in anything you do?
Yep, and you almost definitely won't have a tour or anything over here because international
you won't be
travel will
allowed
be off
into
for
our country
years.
to capitalize on this.
Yeah.
It's pointless. Anyway, yes, Free to Good Home. It's nominally a podcast about classifieds, but we've run out of them, so it's just anything really now.
Yeah, there's no new ones being made, so you've exhausted the finite well of humorous
No,
classifieds.
literally, Craigslist we used to go troll Craigslist sex message boards for fun stuff to chat about, and they literally got rid of it. I think because our podcast was too powerful.
That's probably
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget to check out shop.buntavista.com. Pick yourself up a shirt if you're into that kind of thing. And it's been a pleasure to be joined by the man that my wife describes as, quote, my friend from the radio.
Oh, what's your wife's name?
nice.
Eleanor.
Oh, Eleanor. I know Eleanor.
There you go.
I don't. I'm sorry. Hello, Eleanor. It's very kind that you listen to my dumb radio show.
There you go. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.